Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Giants end up with an 8-point victory. The 49ers won this contest, but will stay at the third place in the NFC West. Lamont Jordan had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Bethel Johnson had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Patriots beat the Chargers. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Bengals pick up their 6th win of the year. Deep in Cajun country in New Orleans, we had the Saints come away with a 7-point win. Titans, Bears.
Marty Booker is ready at the 31-yard line. Play gets underway, close coverage. Oh, now with a beautiful move, gets open, and it's a 6 spot.
The Bears go on to win this by the final score of 23-21. Up at Lambeau Field, we had the Packers get nipped by 3 points. The Chiefs' defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Arrowhead Stadium. The Falcons lost at home and will have to hit the road to meet the Panthers. Ravens lost this one, but will stay at number 1 in the AFC North. Des White stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Scott Fujita is probably the one that most leaps out at you. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring. And that'll put him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Darrell Jackson sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring. And that'll put him out for the rest of the season. On to the serious news of the week. Marcus Sullivan is officially on injured reserve. He'll miss the season, and of all the places you hate to lose established players, the offensive line has to be the worst. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Dolphins, Steelers. Ricky Williams
Wants to get his team inside field goal range. Gets the handoff at the 42. Oh, he may do more than that. He shakes too. He could go all the way. Touchdown.
The Dolphins win this one by the final score of 38-24. Drew Bledsoe threw for 250-plus yards and helped his Buccaneers beat the Eagles. Down in the Lone Star State in Houston, we had the Texans get nipped by 3 points. And last but not least, we had the Colts come away victorious. So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.